Hi, my name is Catherine Shane Leiden, and I am the inventor of Toccata Blocks. And I'm a music teacher. I've been teaching for many years. I invented this to be able to help teach students about rhythm and meter. So these are proportionally shaped tiles, and what they are, this is a quarter note. And generally a quarter note gets one beat. And you'll see the rest value is on the other side. Now, this is a half note, and a half note gets held for twice the duration of a quarter note, so the half note is twice as wide as the quarter note. And you will see a whole note, and a whole note gets held for 4 beats, generally speaking, 4 times as wide as the quarter note and 2 times as wide as the half note. Again, everything has the rest values on the other side. So what we first do is I teach with 3.5-year-olds up. And the 3-year-olds, they're going to make castles. And they're going to put them together. La, 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 we're making castles. And I say, okay, but who's got the whole note? And how many beats does that get? Who's got the half notes? Those get 2 beats. And so then we put them together. And so the kids know what the names of the notes are and what they are called. They know what the names of the notes are, and they know how many beats they get. But they don't know what that means yet, but that's okay, because they get older. And so now what we do is we string the notes together. Okay, you'll notice that first, we'll just count it out like this. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, mix it up, try to trick me. Okay, so what they'll do is, of course, they'll give me all rests. I figure, ha, 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 we're preparing them for orchestral work, ha, 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 ha. Rest, 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 rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, anyway, then I start introducing eighth notes. Now, I have the eighth notes paired so that they can't accidentally go crazy and do some sort of syncopated rhythm off the bat. When they're ready for that salsa rhythm, we do have the individual eighth notes, but I don't introduce them quite yet. And so then we just count these out. Let's see, let's put that together like that. 1, 1, 1. Rest, rest. 1, 2, 1 and 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and. Then it's time to introduce meter. Now I have time signature tiles that are color-coded to their bases so that the student knows they have the right time signature with the right base because the colors are matching. And it will fit precisely the right amount of beats within that measure. So then they can put together all sorts of different kinds of things. They can put together a little one, and they can just put together, and they can do this in a classroom situation where they can try to trick their other students, or they try to trick me, and it works out just fine. Now, once they really get that, then it's time to introduce the CD. And I have a CD that has all sorts of rhythm tracks on it, and it has the answer key within it. And so what you can do is then you can play the CD, and they can transcribe what they hear. So essentially, this is something that grows with the student. It'll grow. I use them with 3.5s up, and it can really get quite sophisticated. They can put together all sorts of fun rhythms and syncopated things. And so it really is not babyish. It's accessible for little children, and it's washable because you want it to be washable when you're dealing with little kids. But it's also sophisticated enough to be able to be used with older students as well. And I've tried to think of everything. I've tried to think of, because I've been a working teacher for a long time, so I try to think of all sorts of things. I put together 6/8, and I put together the eighth notes the way you would normally see them in 6/8. So you would usually see them in 2 groups of 3. I tried to think of ties. I thought of how do you figure out dotted notes. Dotted notes are hard to teach to little kids because they haven't figured out fractions yet. They haven't been taught that yet. But they can intuitively understand that. And then you put the little tie on there and they understand completely. So I use them with small groups, and I use them individually on my individual lessons. And I made it so that if you are a teacher who perhaps goes to other people's houses, I have a really durable box that can be sealed so that when you put it into your gig bag, it's not going to go spilling all the tiles all over the place. And I also have it available in classroom packs, so you can give me a call or email and you can say, I need to have 20 sets, and what I do is I separate all the notes, so all the quarter notes are in one bag and all the half notes are in another bag, and then you can use them with your classroom as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this presentation, and if you have any questions or comments, you can always go to www.toccatablocks.com. Thank you.